Does it take you a long time to fall asleep? Do you find yourself tossing and turning with your mind racing, staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m.? The big secret to a good sleep is about how you prepare for it. In this video, I will share 5 simple yet powerful bedtime rituals that can help transform your sleep and you feel refreshed when you wake up. Come join me in this podcast. Hi, I'm Dr. Anita Madhok, your go-to coaching psychologist and integrative living health coach. With a passion for unlocking human health and well-being, I look at life from a self-healing point of view and enable my clients to live vibrant, healthy, and happy lives. Come with me. The universe is nothing but energy waves in constant vibration. All the galaxies and planets, and our solar system too, vibrate with the energies of the universe. These vibrations follow a cyclical pattern in a complex concatenation, precession, revolution, rotation, and other such motions. The pattern of these motions sets up circadian rhythms of energies that ebb and flow all around us. A healthy body will be in alignment with such circadian rhythms and will naturally respond to the cyclical energies. Sunrise, sunset, response to natural and artificial light, and so on. An unhealthy body will be out of sync with the circadian rhythms, and the first thing that happens is that your sleep patterns are disturbed. A lot of research has been done and reveals the links between sleep disorders and chronic illnesses. People who don't sleep well enough or don't sleep enough have a 50% increased risk of viral infections, including COVID-like disorders. When we sleep, our immune system is activated and does its job of restoring and repairing the body. And the brain also processes emotional data experienced through the day. This helps to resolve unfinished matters of relationships and emotions. An average of less than 6 hours of sleep a day is linked to infections, insulin resistance, obesity, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, cancer, arthritis, mood disorders, and so on. Insomnia is an early symptom of depression, and depression, we can say, is a late-stage manifestation of insomnia. Work and life stress is also highly correlated with sleep disturbances. Sometimes diabetics or folks with prostate gland enlargement need to wake up at night to relieve themselves. If this happens more than once a night, then it's a disturbance in your sleep pattern. The biggest mistake people make is not giving enough importance to sleep. Believe me, a good sleep cycle is the foundation of good health, just like any foundation of a building. If you want to build a good building, you need to have a good foundation. If you want to have good health, you need to begin with good sleep. Sleep helps you align your body to the circadian rhythms and live a joyful, happy, vibrant, and flowing life in sync with the universe. A second big misconception is not having a bedtime ritual. The mind and body needs time to wind down and slow down in preparation for sleep. If you simply come from a hectic schedule and crash into bed totally exhausted and not relaxed, chances are your sleep will be disturbed or stressful. A bedtime ritual is like a cool-down ritual that helps you gradually move into a relaxed mind-body state and allow sleep to come naturally and rhythmically. If you ask me what is health coaching for better sleep, well, it's a totally empowering set of conversations you can have with your health coach on so many aspects of sleep, beginning with your bed and how it enables you, your bedroom, how is that set up, whom do you sleep with, what are their sleep patterns, what are your current sleep patterns, what is the value and meaning you give to sleep and your own health, what are the land patterns or light at night patterns that you're normally exposed to, do you take frequent naps during the day, what do you do for the last 1 hour before getting into bed, what kind of food you ate, how much water you drank before sleeping, how did that affect your sleep. A health coach will help you with getting to a healthier sleep by exploring workable solutions to some of these issues. A total transformation of your health can take place just by adopting proper bedtime rituals that work for you. It is my deep belief that each person on this planet is a unique and special person. How you sleep is different from how anybody else sleeps. We are all unique bio-individuals. So while I'm going to give you some tips on what kind of bedtime rituals you can adopt, you can keep in mind that what works for you may be different, and that's okay. So here are my top 5 recommendations for winding down your mind, body, heart, and soul for a healing and restful sleep at night. Light at night is the biggest influencer of sleep, and our circadian rhythms respond primarily to sunlight. Thomas Edison patented his electrical light bulb in 1879, approximately 150 years ago, and we now have light at night. Before that, we had beautiful sunlight to govern our circadian rhythms, and sunlight provides a full spectrum light to our eyes and to our bodies. Out of this sunlight, it is the UV or ultraviolet light spectrum that impacts our circadian rhythms more than anything else. Of late, we have tube lights and LED lights, which emit a lot of UV spectrum in our homes. And also the screens on your mobile, laptops, television, and now on your wearable gadgets like watches too, all emit a large amount of UV light. This tricks the body into believing that it's not yet nighttime. As a result, the brain does not slow down as it becomes evening, twilight, and night. Our circadian rhythms get disturbed. So for at least an hour before you sleep, an important bedtime ritual is to shut off the white lights and keep romantic mood light with yellow spectrum lights which tell the body that nighttime is here. Today, even my mobile phone and this laptop too is equipped with a sleep setting that turns off the blue colors in my screen from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. every day. My bedside lamps have yellow LED bulbs and a red color lampshade on at night, especially after dinner. In our culture, food used to be eaten before sunset to take advantage of daylight. This helped to synchronize our bodies to the circadian rhythms. Modern lifestyles do not permit eating so early, but personally, I like to keep at least 2 hours gap after dinner before I sleep so that the food has left my stomach and now it's being processed by my intestines. The stomach heaves and moves a lot when it's digesting food, and that can lead to disturbed dreams and sleeps too. I usually don't take tea or coffee after midday so that there's no caffeine in my blood at bedtime. This helps me to relax. Often a warm chamomile or herbal tulsi or turmeric tea before bedtime helps to relax your digestive system and calm your mind and body. Conducive sleep environment begins with the bed you are sleeping on. Years ago, I invested in mattresses, pillows, sheets, covers, and a size of bed that worked for me without compromising even a single bit. I tidy up my bedroom at night so that it's uncluttered and without odors and smells. I make my room as dark as possible and turn off all sources of light, including small LED pilots from televisions, etc. I sleep at the same time and wake at the same time every day. This enables my body to recognize when it's time to wake and when it's time to sleep, and there's no need for any alarms. I rarely watch TV at night, but once I experimented with watching spiritual lessons from some gurus before sleeping, and I must say I had great positive dreams those nights, and I slept really well. I understood that the last thoughts before you sleep can actually trigger a series of thoughts in your brain and your subconscious that sets the tone for your sleep. This means please avoid watching movies with violence and disturbing scenes at night, because that will set the wrong tone for your dreams and your sense of well-being. Well, there are many rituals around self-care at night before sleeping. Brushing and flossing your teeth, warm showers, gentle stretching, deep breathing, chanting, and so on. It's the best time to connect with your body and give it some loving care. Personally, I like to take the last few minutes before going to bed every day to moisturize my body with a very light Ayurvedic oil and massage my feet, legs, and knees, which are tired after the whole day of activity. This is my favorite part of my bedtime rituals. Some folks say a bedtime prayer, some write a journal, and some simply spend time in reflection. Some people chant. Acknowledging small wins for the day, lessons learned, and identifying something to be grateful for during the day, a silent appreciation for life's problems and opportunities to learn. You do you, what it takes to reflect. One of the most gratifying and self-healing parts of bedtime is a few moments of reflection, a conscious connection with where and what life has brought you to and what the soul seeks. Connecting with something positive within yourself is like lighting a little lamp of hope and an assurance of a better world and future. So in closing, I would like to emphasize that small and consistent changes lead to long-term results. And I'd like to encourage all the viewers to start with 1 or 2 of these tips. Also remember that better sleep is linked to a healthy diet and exercise routine, nourishing relationships, and mindful practices. These rituals need to be practiced in alignment with other aspects of your lifestyle and not be taken in a piecemeal manner. On a parting note, I'd like to say that if there's one thing you could change, the most important part of getting sleep right is sleeping at the same time and waking at the same time every day. The body clock first needs to be in sync with the circadian rhythms, and a regular routine always helps.